Yo, what's going on everybody? It's your boy CrabLord back again with another video. Today we're going to be doing a how to sound like the Kid LAROI in the song Let Her Go. I already have a Kid LAROI video and it has a decent amount of views. It was on the song Diva. It really wasn't that good, I'm going to be honest with you, so I figured I'd have to make another one. And hopefully this one doesn't suck either. Also, this video is probably late as well because I'm so damn lazy. Anyway, before we get into the video, make sure to subscribe and already subscribe, notification bell as well, so you never miss a video that I post. I'm sweating. Also, make sure to check out my description down below, a lot of sweet things down there, like preset packs. So if you've made songs using my preset packs, follow me on Twitter at CrabLord. Tweet me some tunes you made with the presets or just some tunes you made using my videos and I'll repost them for yous. So if we build a community of sharing the music all together, it'd be kind of cool thing. All my equipment, especially these new headphones that surprisingly every YouTuber has, and I didn't even know. So I made the right choice apparently. In the description below. All my social media, all my music, a support link for the preset packs, and a DistroKid link to put your music on every streaming site you can possibly think of, including the amazing app TikTok. Anyway, the Kid LAROI, Let Her Go. Let's get in the video. So basically, to make a long story short, I shoved a whole bag of jelly beans. This vocal was very hard to do, okay? I had to record a bunch of times. I'm gonna play what I have now and redo it, just in case the redo sucks. So here's what it sounds like.
Oh, I beat it, the money, I run it up. And Michael Jack, I'm gonna let him know.
So I got the lyrics. I'm turning this off. I'm gonna delete it and re-record it, cause you heard it. That sucks.
And what's the call? In love with the money, it's fuck them all. Like you fucked up my bro, I can't fuck with y'all. I don't want her unless she gon' do the dogs. I got everything I ever prayed for. Little shawty gon' suck her right through the draw. RP to the ones I've ever lost. RP to the money, I'll run it up. I can't do this part cause it's way too high, and it hurts my voice cause I'm a fat guy.
If you enjoyed that and didn't think it was terrible, let me show you how you do it. So first and foremost, let's do a new audio track. And we're gonna name it Dry to Lead. Meaning, it's dry now, but it will be the lead soon. And we're gonna bring it below the lead. There is a backup to this track, but like all my other tutorials, the backup is a simple variation of the lead, so all you gotta know is the lead. So don't worry about the backup yet. It's a coming. All right, now I'm talking to the dry track. I'm gonna close these ones away, create a track stack if you didn't know. All right, to clear up any confusion, there's no buses in this chain. Not using a bus is a negative thing sometimes, but we strive to get stuff done easy, as well as every single plugin I'm using is available on Logic. If they're not there, you just gotta go to the top of your screen. Remember Logic, Sound Library, download all available and essential sound, and you'll end up with everything I have. All right, so I'm talking dry right now. This is a pretty big chain, one of the longer ones I've done. First and foremost is the pitch correction. This is for you. He's not known for using autotune, but this is for you personally. If you need to correct your vocals, you need to do it. So pitch correction, mono. I hate demonstrating this, but I found major scale B to be the right key for this. This beat is not the exact instrumental. I tend to look for instrumentals that don't have copyright on them, and this one didn't, so shout out to the producer that did this. He is right here. Did a good job, no copyright, and that's beautiful for everyone. So I got major scale B. You're not gonna have that unless your beat and your voice fit it, but I basically have 29 response time, which is kind of like a happy medium between not sounding like a robot and sounding smooth. So now with just pitch correction, it sounds like this.
I don't want her unless she gon' do the dogs. I got everything I ever prayed for. Little shawty gon' suck her right through the draw. RP to the ones I've ever lost. RP to the money, I'll run it up.
Next, we're gonna start off with a compressor. This one made it kind of loud. Let me turn it down a bit. Dynamics, compressor, mono. Always gonna start off with a compressor. Studio FET I use because I don't personally know what it does, but I know that it sounds a lot more harsh, so I figured it was a good one to pick, as well as distortion being soft. Get a little more body to it. We're gonna turn auto gain off. I also realized that there was an auto right here to the release. I kept it on because I just did, you know? But we got a low ratio of 2.1 to 1, so very light compression. With negative 25.5 on the threshold, could be anywhere around that. Makeup of 5, because as you can see as I'm talking, it's kind of bouncing between 5 a lot, but if my voice raises, it goes up to 10. So we're gonna make up 5. You can also turn it down if you want. If you think this sounds like crap, turn it down. Attack is fast, 16 milliseconds, makes it sound harsher than not. It's not as smooth as a slower attack time. Release is 25, so faster release and attack for the first compressor, but it's a lot lighter with a 2 ratio. So let's play with that on.
I don't want her unless she gon' do the dogs. I got everything I ever prayed for. Little shawty gon' suck her right through the draw. RP to the ones I've ever lost. RP to the money, I'll run it up.
Next, we got the first channel EQ. It's just to take away the harsh frequency. So look, EQ, channel EQ, mono. Get inside of it. This is the trick you do. You take these ones, because these are the ones you can go straight up and down, and you just basically make them thin, and you bring them up to the top. So you take the green, you make it thin by clicking the dot, and then dragging it thin. You're gonna raise to the sky. When you're listening to your vocals, you're gonna hear like bad spot. That's a bad frequency, right? Now instead of taking it and dragging it down manually, what you can do is click the dB little thing, double click it, and go a little like a -6 and hit enter, and it automatically goes down. That's what I did for all these. It's all depends on your frequency, like your microphone, your voice. You just drag it around the top. Remember these 4. They're all around -6 with all a width of like 10. Close it. With all that, it sounds like this.
I don't want her unless she gon' do the dogs. I got everything I ever prayed for. Little shawty gon' suck her right through the draw. RP to the ones I forever lost. RP to the money, I'll run it up. Yeah.
Next, another channel EQ back to back. This one is the main cleaner upper. Like the last one, EQ, channel EQ mono. When you're inside of it, so take the red and drag it all the way to 180. Click the dot. I have a 175, 180, whatever. You click it and make it as thin as possible so it's like a flat curve and it cuts everything off. Next, take the yellow and just don't use it. We took this green one right here. We took it to 300. -3 with a 2 width. Take away some of the muddy area around here. Between 200 and 500, the frequencies aren't too delicious. We'll put it that way. So we took away from 300 and we're gonna take this right here to about 500 and drop it -5. I do everything very quickly, so they're not exactly as I'm saying. Then you take the blue and turn it off. Take the purple, go to 4K and raise 4 dB over the rest of the track. Doing a high raise, take away the low and some mid. If you can't get it to what I'm doing, all you gotta do is double click everything right here and change everything to what I have it, and it'll get to that point. So with all the cleanliness happening, play it.
I don't want her unless she gon' do the dogs. I got everything I ever prayed for. Little shawty gon' suck her right through the draw. RP to the ones I forever lost. RP to the money, I'll run it up.
Okay, now we're getting into some edgy stuff. Now this might be what ruins it, but I like it. It is a pedal board, and I use them all the time, but this one's a little more funky. Amps and pedals, pedal board, mono. Now when you're inside of it, it's always gonna start off blank. The first one I want you to do is I want you to grab a squash compressor at the bottom of this list and just drag it in. And that's what's right here. We got a slow attack on this guy. Sustain's at -24, levels at 4. Sustain is basically how much it compresses, I think, and level is how loud it's gonna be. Personally, I would keep it between 2 and 4, but I have it at 4, so feel free to do that. Now, what's really important is this graphic EQ. As you hear when I stop talking, it changes a little bit. The graphic EQ, it's right here. It's the bottom of the list again. You drag it over. These are hard to read, but basically, I had it like this. The first one is 1.6. The second one's 2.5. The third one's 2.2. This one's 1.4, 0.8, 1.1, -0.8, and then the level is at 2.2, or it could be at I'll make it 3 in the middle, because I had it up at 4. I'm changing as I go, but these are just main levels of loudness. So that being said, let's play it as it is.
I don't want her unless she gon' do the dogs. I got everything I ever prayed for. Little shawty gon' suck her right through the draw. RP to the ones I forever lost. RP to the money, I'll run it up.
Terrific. Now we have a limiter. It's another compressor type thing. Now this as well could be one of the reasons for it being too compressed. But I like it. Dynamics, limiter, mono. Click it. In the limiter, we have a gain of 4. We have a release of 40. The output level is -4. Now, in the case I made the mistake of using the wrong limiter, we also have an adaptive limiter, which I want you to keep unhighlighted. Just in case it sounds better, then you want to turn it on instead of the actual limiter. I'm giving you options here. Dynamics, adaptive limiter, mono. I got a gain of 4 dB just like the last one. The out ceiling's -2, so it's going to take away the peaks and compress it more. If you want to use that, you can if you want to use the limiter, but I'm going to stay true to what I had before and use the limiter. Okay, with that all together.
I don't want her unless she gon' do the dogs. I got everything I ever prayed for. Little shawty gon' suck her right through the draw. RP to the ones I forever lost. RP to the money, I'll run it up.
We'll figure it out later. Next, we're looking at a single EQ, which I've never used before, but I want to try it, so bring it over. That is EQ, single band EQ mono. All I did was mess the low shelf, made the frequency 20,000, the gain -2, and didn't change this because Q factor, I don't know what it means. What does it sound like with all that?
Forever lost, RP to the money, I'll run it up.
Cool. Next, we have the famous multipressor, Dynamics multipressor mono. We have a user default here. I only turn auto gain up if it's on. And basically, it's very simple what I got here. You got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Gonna want to space this out to 85, 520, 2900, but just double click them and change them. And then you can just make this one 0. 2 is -1.5, 4 is 1. That's it. That's the only difference. Didn't change the output, but if it is peaking, reduce the volume, and if it's too quiet, increase the volume. Play it with that.
I don't want her unless she gon' do the dogs. I got everything I ever prayed for. Little shawty gon' suck her right through the draw. RP to the ones I forever lost. RP to the money, I'll run it up.
Oi, and now we're getting to the end. We have a de-esser to get away them harsh sounds. Dynamics de-esser 2 mono. Click it. Threshold's -37, max reduction's 10, frequency is 4,000. If you release the max reduction, the lower the decibels, the sharper it's going to be. We're going to do 10 because I don't want it to get too distorted here. Then 4,000. 4,000. Close it. With the de-esser, it sounds like this.
I ever prayed for. Little shawty gon' suck her right through the draw. RP to the ones I forever lost. RP to the money, I'll run it up.
Hey, finally, for the main chain, we're going to be doing a silver verb reverb. Instead of using buses, we're going to go straight up. Reverb, silver verb, mono stereo. This is very simple. I didn't do anything but make the wet 20 and dry at 100. What the reverb is going to do is kind of mix it with the beat a little more. With all these settings being said, close it. and played the final lead track.
I got everything I ever prayed for. Little shawty gon' suck her right through the drug. RP to the ones I've ever lost. RP to the money, I'll run it up.
Yay. Like I was saying earlier, now I'm gonna play it with the adaptive limiter instead of the regular limiter. So which one do you think sounds better?
I don't want her unless she gon' do the dogs. I got everything I ever prayed for. Little shawty gon' suck her right through the drug. RP to the ones I've ever lost. RP to the money, I'll run it up.
I kinda like it better, but it's up to you to choose that. There are a couple things you can change. There's a lot of plugins on this. But with that being said, right now, really quickly, let's create the backup. To create the backup, all we gotta do is go to the track you just made and hit Command and hit D. Now with that track, go below Silver Reverb and click right here. I want you to go to Imaging, and I want you to also go to Direction Mixer. Stereo. Just take it like this and spread it. Take it like this, spread it. Put the Silver Reverb underneath the directional mixer. Don't have it above. With that being there, let's put my terrible backup track there, and let's play it with the backup in hand, with both adaptive limiters on.
I don't want her unless she gon' do the dogs. I got everything I ever prayed for. Little shawty gon' suck her right through the drug. RP to the ones I've ever lost. RP to the money, I'll run it up. Now with that being said, we can freestyle.
You ever sit in your own sweat so long you start to smell yourself?
What's the call? What's the call? What's the call? I don't know the rest of the words, so I'm just gonna do them all. I don't want her as she do the dogs. She did the dog, she was smoking on some logs. On and on, she go on and on, on. I'm a man, I just play with pans. Do you wanna cook some eggs? I will give them to you. If you call me fat, I will eat you. I am really off a sand. Just kidding, I don't do drugs. I just overdrink every day. That's why my liver's turning gray instead of yellow. I said hello. I drink too much alcohol. It's gonna make my liver fall. If I don't make corrections soon, I will be a hell or the moon. I sat alone in my house. I was crying all through the day. He said, why are you crying? Young and rich and on my own.
Well, that's about it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, learned something as well. And if you didn't, then I'm freaking sorry. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think and what I should do next. Like I said before, subscribe and subscribe, notification bell as well. Also, description chock full of sweet things. Anyway, this has been the CrabLord. How to sound like the kid LAROI in the song Let Her Go. And Logic Pro 10 using only stock plugins, which everyone has. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Like always, we out.